Hi, this is Shambhu from Best Prepaid Cell Phone Plans, and in this video we'll take a look at the LG 800G, which was Tracfone's first touchscreen phone, being released shortly before the EX124G. And this phone has a 2 megapixel camera, MP3 music player, and mobile web browser, including pretty good Facebook access. Let's briefly take a quick look at the phone. The very top of the phone has the power button, which you can also use to turn the screen on and off, as you can see. The slot for the earphone. There's a power jack. The power cord goes into the slot here, and there's some volume up and down volume buttons on the side. You look at the back, this is the lens for the 2 megapixel camera. It's pretty easy to take the back off the phone by just sliding it down slightly to release it. And there you see this is the battery. Right below the battery, next to the symbol for the SD card, is the slot for the micro SD memory card, and it's in there now. I don't want to take the battery out right now because that would turn the phone off. And actually, just while I was looking at the back of this phone a second ago, I saw this little thing here, which I'm not exactly sure what it is, so I'll have to look that up. Okay, so let me close it back and go to the phone again. And you can see it's a touchscreen phone. It has nice colorful screen, and this phone is a little bit more compact than the EX124G, so it's kind of nice that way. It's kind of cute. It doesn't have a separate stylus, but you may not need one. So again, this is a 3-inch touchscreen phone. There are you can have a couple of home screens, so I can lift it off, and the second screen you can add frequently called contacts. I guess it would be considered sort of like a speed dial, and you would add more to them by pressing that button and dragging more of your contacts up to there, and selecting them, of course, and then going back down like that. Same thing for these home screen widgets. Currently these are all full, but if initially they aren't, then you can adjust them and drag which ones you want in and out from there. Okay, so let me start with something basic, of course. How to call. You press that button, and if you don't have someone in your contacts, you dial the numbers there and go ahead and make your call. To answer the call, which is something I didn't know at the time, was you hit the send button to answer an incoming call, which is important to know. Okay, and in addition to calling, of course, you can send messages, and if I go to the messaging menu here and create new message, you can see it's the 2 in the message. Fields are there. Once you select a certain field, it activates the virtual keyboard, and you go ahead and type your message and hit OK when you're done. Okay. The camera is here. You have to activate it here. There's no side button, and once the camera is activated, you press the camera button here to take the photograph. There are a few settings you can set. There's also a video setting for taking short, small videos. So that's pretty nice. It is a 2 megapixel camera, so the photographs are quite good. There's a music player. When you select that, it selects the currently playing songs, but if you want to go to the actual music player to set things up, you click this button with the 4 dots, which also in fact is the way to get into the menu of the phone, and then you select the music player here. You can also see there's a few other things you have access to here. So if I select the music player, then you can select your playlists or your recently played songs, or sort of your artist album and so forth. You can transfer your music to the phone by transferring the songs onto the memory card. And you can do that either with a data cable, or transfer them directly to the card, or transfer the songs to the phone via Bluetooth. Finally, you have the mobile web, which is here. You can also access it to the main screen, but that starts the browser, which deducts minutes. And from the menu, you can go into this menu, and you can actually enter your starting address if you don't want to go to the home page, or go to one of your bookmarks. And you can also see what pages you've looked at, saved, and also what pages you've looked at from the history. You can also save them to as bookmarks. So and of course, on the home page of the browser is the link to Facebook, and then you can get into Facebook and catch up with the people you know. Finally, this phone does have a couple of games, and if I go to them, you can see the two included games are something called Containers Block and Castle Defense. And Containers Block is a pretty nice casual game. You basically have to move these blocks around and to try to get your object through to the other side, and it does take a few seconds to launch. Let me see, don't remember which one. So this is has been a popular game with the kids. As you can see, someone has been playing it, so that's at stage 222, which is kind of cool. And so forth. There's another game, Castle Defense, and of course you can download additional games and applications to the phone. Let me see if I think the only application I have on there is the Google Maps application, which I installed just to test that functionality works. So I think that's about the main things. This is a pretty nice phone. It's more compact, as I said, than the EX124G. And one thing I should point out is that if you do use the web browsing quite a bit, you have to remember to turn off the browser. Sometimes you can be, say, on Facebook or something, and then you just put away the phone when you're done, but this browser doesn't seem to shut off automatically, and so your minutes keep going for a while there. So other than that, it's a great phone and worth checking out. For more information, please take a look at my website, and thanks for watching.